Good morning. In my Ohio jumper again.
When was the last time you showered?
I watch all the other influencers. I'm a good influencer because I wear the same clothes. They were always in their cute workout outfits. I'm not. I'm making a protein powder because I'm about to go to the gym. Fabulous news. Alex is coming with me. Alex doesn't normally come with me, but he's coming with me today. Why did you decide to come with me today?
Nothing else to do.
Very funny. He's getting you in your fitness era.
Yeah.
Is it serving gym bro?
Those are words, yes.
Is it giving gym bro? Are you going to do my workout or are you going to do your own thing?
I don't want to do your work.
Can you do my first
lift
lift with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm using the Wild Nutrition protein powder. I've not tried it on its own yet. Whoa.
I'll have a smell.
It looks like it's got greens powder in it. I'm worried that's way too
It
much.
smells like chocolate.
I think that was way too much. Oh well.
Did you measure it?
Well, I think it said something like 3 tablespoons, but I guess it doesn't really matter. The more you have, the more protein you get.
3 heaped.
What, teaspoons or tablespoons?
Tablespoons. Teaspoons.
That was definitely more. This
Have a
might
big
be quite...
mouthful, put some more water in it.
Well, my taste okay, because like a scoop, if it's I think it's like 16
Oh, it's a 20,
grams of protein, so it just means you get a bit more protein.
it's a 25 grams, isn't it? Not be that much more.
Tastes healthy. But the thing is, this is my other protein powder, which I do really love. I think I would stick to having this as a drink, and I would put this into smoothies. It tastes nice. Like, I think that tastes nice because sometimes protein powders like this one is great. I love the ingredients, but it's way more sweet, so it's obviously flavoured. Whereas this one, I guess when you're having this, you're kind of like aware that it's got those superfoods in there, and it's not got any sweeteners. It's only got coconut sugar, and it's organic. It's basically all of the ingredients are like just what's labelled. Thanks to my husband for blowing his nose. Making lots of great background noise. Whereas this has stevia. So it depends. I actually really rate both of them for different reasons. So if you're after a protein powder that's kind of like on the healthier side and has lots of really, really great ingredients, like this is organic pea, brown rice and pumpkin seed with BCAAs, glutamine, curcumin, digestive enzymes, no sugar, artificial flavours or thickeners. And then the Wild Nutrition is organic as well, and it's super greens, mushrooms and B12. They're both really, really fab protein powders that I would definitely use and recommend. I've tried lots of them. I've just ordered some more actually from iHerb because there's one called Garden of Life. I think I've opened this wrong, I need to put this in a jar. It's called Garden of Life and it's unflavoured, so I thought that would be perfect for smoothies when I don't want any flavour. But anyway, I'm going to make my AG1 as well. Actually, yeah, make my AG1 too. Lots of drinks this morning. Alex is having a slice of toast. I don't love eating. I've talked about this in a vlog previously where I was a bit like, what do I have before the gym, guys? And you're all like, you just have like a bit of yogurt or a banana or an apple or like a smoothie. But to be completely honest with you, I had a banana one of the days and then another day I had a smoothie and I just felt ugh. So I way prefer exercising having not eaten. But everyone's very different, so just do what you like. I finished my AG1.
That was good. I got this guy.
Oh yeah, they're really good. The Trek high protein plant-based millionaire shortbreads. Very delicious, tasted like a chocolate bar.
It's like a lime bar.
Yes, very, very nice. It's a new weekly vlog. I didn't really say hello. Good morning.
Hi, welcome back to my channel.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. We were saying the other day I don't really have like a phrase that I say.
You say, so yeah.
Oh my gosh, the amount of editing I have to do of my ums and so yes. You probably, maybe do you notice that? But as in, I'm wondering if they notice me saying so yeah and a lot, but I edit most of them out because it winds me up. But I don't know that I have like an introduction, and lots of people have like an introduction. I think I just say welcome back to my channel, but I don't know if I say that much.
No, but I make fun of you for it, even though I don't think you've said it much.
No. But it's a new week, the sun is shining, but also it has been raining on and off. Oh my god! This morning I went for a nice dog walk with Roxy first thing, which I haven't done in a while. It's nice to do it like literally just as I woke up, because I usually do it a bit later in the morning. So yeah, I got up and literally put my clothes on and went straight out the door, and it felt really good because I had gotten into the habit a little bit of going on my phone in the morning, because I'd come downstairs, I'd like do a bit of tidying, and then I'd look at my phone and it was just making me not feel good. So I was like, how can I stop this? I'm gonna go straight out the door. Roxy will enjoy it, I'll enjoy it, and I can come home and my mind is like awake then. So I'm not as tempted. I feel like when you're like half tired, like in the morning and the evening, you're tempted to go on your phone. So not ideal. But we're gonna go to the gym. We are collecting something from Facebook Marketplace later. We are gonna be continuing to paint. If you watched the last vlog, you saw us start the painting. So it's going to be raining on and off today, and it's very cold, but my plan is just to paint in between rain showers. And when it rains, I'll just stop, because I just want it to be done. I think you'll be joining me, won't you, Al?
Yeah.
I do have some editing to do though, because I've left my vlog very late and it's going up later, and I haven't edited it yet. That's not a very good idea, is it? It feels like Vlogmas. We're back from the gym. Alex loved it. He actually really had a good time. And I've showered, got myself ready, feeling fresh. I actually tried out the new Hourglass concealer and like lip product. I've forgotten the name of it. I'll share it in another vlog, but I did share that I got a PR package and this lip product. Look how nice, it's like glossy. It's like a lip balm, but it's really glossy and really, it makes your lips feel so nice. It's like pepperminty. And then the concealer, I feel like I haven't got any foundation on, so I feel like maybe my makeup looks very washed out and then pink because I've just put it on. But that concealer is one of the best concealers I've ever used, because so many concealers I use are so liquidy, and I have dark under eye circles. Where have my under eye circles gone? Like, this is insane. Do you see how they've like disappeared? This is going to change my life, because I have oily skin, so I often use concealers that are very liquidy and then they just crease because I have dark under eye circles, which means I have lines under my eyes. I've just got very, deep set eyes, and I've got dark eyes. It's genetic. I've had people in the past comment and say it's because of my vegan diet. I remember there was a guy years ago who made a video about me and my what I eat in a day, and he said, no wonder you've got such like dark circles, because I'm vegan. I think he was maybe like a carnivore YouTube channel, and I really wanted to reply to him and be like, I've literally had them since I was a child. This is very bright, this lighting. Move this here. Yeah, I really felt like saying to him, I've literally had them since I was a child. I don't know why this is so bright. You probably noticed that I've always had dark under eyes. I was so self-conscious about it when I was younger, and then obviously as you get older, you get wrinkles, you get more kind of inset or whatever. So when I wear makeup now, I notice the difference, and a lot of the liquid concealers I use probably are just too liquidy, because then they sort of set in the creases. But this, I feel like it has smoothed over the creases, and obviously you can still see the lines under my eyes. A concealer's not going to get rid of that, but I just feel like how much brighter is that? Is the lighting horrendous? Yeah, it just feels much brighter, and it was very like, it's solid. I'll show you in another video instead of me talking about it loads now and I'm not showing you how to use it. I've got paint in my hair, but I'm gonna make brunch because it's technically lunchtime now. We're not a well-oiled machine when it comes to us going to the gym together. I think I'm gonna make, I kind of want to make like a massive salad, because we've got all that salad from yesterday. But then I also kind of fancy tofu scramble with like, I'm gonna make tofu scramble, and then I shouldn't be skipping meals. So I'll make tofu scramble, and then later on I'll have a salad, because it's important to make sure you're eating enough. Look at this feast. Boy, oh boy.
Just gonna get my phone to put it on charge.
Did I mention about buying Whole Foods online in this video, or was it another video? It's where we get lots of our like bulk foods. So I'll share with you if you're not aware of buy Whole Foods online. It's very useful for organic food and for bulk food. So Alex got some organic 7-seed blend for bread. And this is great because it's kind of like different seeds than you maybe would usually be able to buy. So this is brown linseed, golden linseed, natural sesame seed, raw buckwheat, sunflower seed, hulled millet, pumpkin seeds. So I feel like those kinds of things are not as easily bought in the shop, and it's nice to have a variety when it comes to things like seeds, nuts, etc. The more variety, the better. And then we stocked up on loads of coconut milk because, fun fact, if you're vegan and you care about the environment, a lot of coconut milk in the supermarket, this is a fact that I only found out recently, maybe in the last year or two, a lot of coconut milk is farmed using monkeys, and it's a very unethical practice, and it's really difficult to trace where coconut has come from. It's similar to cashew, well no, it's not similar to cashews. Cashews are another thing I'm about to show you that have human implications. So there's lots of unethical practices in the farming of cashews. Things like workers not being able to wear gloves, and then the cashew shell burns. It has a chemical in it that burns your skin. So people end up with injuries, and it's just a kind of unethical food to buy. And it's something that obviously as a vegan I've thought about extensively over the years, and it does go through to plant foods as well. That's why I always talk about buying organic, buying locally, supporting farmers in the UK or where you're from, and things like being aware of things like coconut milk. So that's why I prefer to buy organic coconut milk. There are brands, I know that there's a, I think she's called Lucy B, is that what she's called? They do a coconut oil that is certified to be from ethical farms, and it is traceable, so it's not coming from somewhere where they're using monkeys. And I don't know 100% about this, but because it's organic, well, let's have a look. It says, our organic coconut milk is made from the meat of mature Sri Lankan coconuts. So yeah, I can't guarantee, I don't know where the source of this organic coconut milk has come from. However, when you buy organic, you do cut out a lot of the worry or the potential for something to be a bit iffy, because there are stricter rules when it comes to organic. It's not perfect by any means. I'm not saying that by any stretch of the imagination. There are lots of, I know, like with terms like free range, terms like organic, there are ways to kind of wheedle your way around it. And I don't know, there may be issues with this particular one, but it's going to be better than what you get in the supermarket that isn't organic, that has come from somewhere you have no idea about. At least this tells you where it's from, and at least it's organic. So there's kind of like that reassurance there. And we also love that it is literally just coconut and water. Lots of the ones in the supermarket also have lots of other ingredients in them. So that's my little spiel. That's why I like to buy from whole food shops, organic shops, because it just kind of gives you that added layer of security. It's not foolproof, like I said, but it does kind of give you that slight reassurance. Alex also got some organic chopped tomatoes. These are really delicious tomatoes. So it's nice to have a stock of them, mainly because like a lot of the time during the week you're a bit like, what are we going to eat? And it's easy just to grab coconut milk or chopped tomatoes and make a curry. He got 2 packets of the 7-seed blend, 1 packet of cashews, organic cashews, because we use cashews so much for mac and cheese. I was just editing the vlog from the last vlog and watching me make 10-minute mac and cheese, and I had a brainwave. I thought, you know how we made the kind of mixed or pre-mixed omelette mixture? We need to make some more of that, but we made that pre-mix, so we put it in a jar. I think I'm going to do the same for mac and cheese, because every time I make my 10-minute mac and cheese, I have to go into my spice jar and get all the different spices, all the different ingredients, and I reckon I could make it so much simpler, even though it's only 10 minutes. You're having to get lots of little things out of the cupboard. I'm going to make a spice mix or a kind of like dry mix for mac and cheese, and then all I have to do is mix it with cashews and the milk and water and blend it up. And it would just mean we have instant food. Kind of like an instant mac and cheese box, but homemade. And then we stocked up on nutritional yeast. We get through this, and this is, yeah, this is like all in bulk, and I just prefer to get it from somewhere like this, because someone did tell me about nutritional yeast from the supermarket and then it's a bit iffy. Don't know if this isn't. I don't know. Let me know where you get your nutritional yeast. If this is a very niche subject, then okay, I'm sorry, but I've got a big bag of it, and this actually goes quite quickly because we use it a lot. I'm gonna make dinner now. I'm not gonna vlog it because I've had a long day, but I'll show you the end result. I'm making some kind of like simple miso soup with some shiitake mushrooms. Maybe I'll show you a little few bits as I'm cooking. Note to self to wear wellies. I never wear wellies, I always forget, and then I get stuck like this. A little bit muddy. Having said that, my shoes I'm wearing now, my Blundstone Finisterre vegan leather boots, are my most worn shoe of all time. They are the comfiest boots in the world. They are waterproof. They are so sturdy, like they're not even slightly damaged. I mean, I know they're muddy, but I've quite literally worn them every day since I got them. Maybe a year or two ago, I can't remember. Probably a year and a half. And yeah, if you're after a new pair of walking boots or outdoor shoes, I would very much recommend these. They are just, I give them 10 out of 10, and I've tried so many boots and they wear down, or they're uncomfortable, or they're not waterproof, or they rub. And these also, you can just slip them straight on because they've got the little hook on the back. That's also part of it because they're so easy to put on. So yeah, I love these. I fell into the editing hole. I can't actually believe it. It is 1:45. I think I last vlogged this morning when I was walking Roxy. You're a bit low. You're always a bit low because I'm so bleeding tall. I walked Roxy and then came home, made myself a protein shake, fed the animals, got myself, no, I didn't get dressed because I was already dressed. And I've just been in the garage. Do you know what, the one good thing about moving actually all the stuff into the garage, I don't know why, but I think the office, the way we had it before, it was always a bit cold in there. It wasn't very cozy. It wasn't very comforting. So I would never want to spend time in there. So I was by and large editing in the house. And in the house there's obviously lots of distractions. Or if I did go into the office, I would find a reason to come inside because it's kind of cold. Like I said, not very cozy feeling. In the garage, it's really cozy. So I can put the heater on. I feel very warm. I'm just using this new Hourglass. What are they called? It's annoying because that actually doesn't have the information of what they're called. I'll link it, but I think it's like a balm, but it's in Desire. And my lips are so dry. I think I'm using a lip balm that my lips don't agree with, combined with this dry, cold weather. My lips are so dry. This is a very pleasing applicator. Ah, desperately needed that. That's like your lips, but better. Always feel a bit funny when I don't have makeup on, but I have lip gloss or lip balm on. Just gonna plait my hair because I'm gonna go to the gym. But yeah, because it's so cozy in there and I can put the heater on, I end up falling into a bubble where I just get so focused on editing that I don't go to the toilet, I don't eat. Please let me know if any of you do this. I feel like this is almost embarrassing for me to admit. But what I often do is I will sit and I'll go to the loo because I'll sometimes be like, I quite need the toilet. And I'll say to myself, I'll go to the loo once I've finished this bit of editing or once I finish editing. And sometimes that can be hours later. So and I'll literally, Alex has the same thing. He does the same actually. But I'll be sitting there like really needing the toilet and I'll just carry on editing because I don't know why it doesn't make any sense. but I really get in the zone, and that's what was happening there. It was basically a weekly vlog. It's going up later than this because it has an integration in it. Sometimes my videos have to go up. This is multitasking, isn't it? Chatting to you whilst doing a French plat. I'm not doing a very neat one. Yeah, it's going up a bit later. I think it's going kind of out of order from this one. This one probably, yeah, this one's going up first, and that one was filmed last week. But because it's got an integration, it has to be approved by the brand. So sometimes that means you have to just upload things not in order, but it doesn't really make a difference. It's still a week of my life. And it was just I filmed a lot that week, and I'm just getting into the groove with these weekly vlogs. You probably noticed that sometimes it's a week, sometimes it's a few days, because I end up filming probably too much. It becomes a very long video. So the video was like an hour and a half, and I had to cut it down. I managed to cut it down to an hour, but I also filmed all my workouts, and so I had to edit those in, and I wanted to make it helpful for you. So I included the actual exercises so you could see what I was doing, and I think I just filmed a lot, so it was kind of fun to edit because there's lots of different things rather than just, you know, me back to back chatting. So it was a fun video to edit, but it was just more complicated. I actually prefer those videos. Let me know what you prefer. Do you prefer the videos that just like a couple of days in my life? Or do you quite like the full picture, like a really long, I mean, all my videos are really long, but, you know, like close to an hour long, you know, the full week in one video, because that was the original plan. But a lot of the time I film so much that I just cut it into 2 videos. But that would be the dream, that I would have a weekly vlog every Sunday that was a full week, and then the Wednesday is kind of a slightly different video. Maybe it's a food video, or maybe it's like a wardrobe clear out, or I don't know, you know, a video that's on something a bit more specific. Anyway, I've got my French plait in, my very messy French plait, but my hair is getting a little bit greasy. I hate when it goes like loose at the bottom here, it really bothers me. I don't really know how to stop that from happening. I always try and do it really tight around the nape of my neck, but I never succeed. It ends up sticking out like this, you know? Please, hairdressers, tell me how to stop that from happening. Or maybe it's literally just because I'm doing it on my own head, so it's kind of hard to not, but I'm gonna go to the gym. I've got upper body much later than I usually would go to the gym. I usually go at like 8 and it's 1. Oh dear. Getting my nails fixed tomorrow. It's Easter weekend this weekend. I'm hosting my parents for a roast. I did invite my sister and brother-in-law, however, we have lots of families. Everyone has lots of families, so you have to involve everybody. So they're with my brother-in-law's family on the Sunday, but my sister's birthday on Monday, so we'll see each other throughout the weekend at different times, but I might film the roast I make in the next vlog, we'll see. But I'm gonna go to the gym now. Let's go. I'm actually gonna spray this Fern Spring 24 perfume because it is amazing. So grateful they sent this to me. I know it's a bit bougie wearing perfume to the gym, but it makes me feel good. So I've got home and we're mixing up a big salad. This has got watercress and then like a salad mix, some delicious organic tomatoes that smell incredible, chickpeas, pepper, cucumber, and then I'm frying up this tofu. I'm going to put a bit of nuts and seeds on there, and then we're going to have it with, I'll have kimchi, Alex have sauerkraut, some hummus, some avocado, and then also I got this kale and Caesar dressing from Holland & Barrett, kindly sent over, and it looks delish, so yum. Delicious! Good morning. It is Good Friday today, which we have a bank holiday for in the UK. I don't know if that's a thing elsewhere. Sometimes I refer to things like bank holidays and then I'm thinking, wait, is this a thing? I don't think it is. Or maybe it is. It's a public holiday, Friday to Monday. So we have a 4-day weekend, which doesn't really apply to me because obviously I'm self-employed. So it doesn't really make a difference when I have bank holidays. But I do try and embrace them a little bit because it means other people are off work. So there's usually more fun things to happen. So I think maybe we're going to St Ives later, I'm not really sure, but this weekend at the very least, this might be the next vlog, I'm hosting my parents for roast dinner. I'm having them round for a roast on Easter Sunday. I don't know why I said hosting, but ooh, puddles everywhere, but that should be fun, and I'm looking forward to a relaxing weekend. And then it's my sister's birthday on Monday, so we're doing something nice for that. I'm going to get my nails done now, so I think I'm just going to go for like plain red. I had beautiful like floral design, but I'm short on time today, so I don't think that I am going to go for nail art today. I think that I'm just craving, oh, I think you've moved. I'm just craving red nails. I think I saw someone with red nails yesterday in a video or a photo, and I thought, oh, I just something about red nails. I just think they always look the best. So I think I'm just going to go for something simple like that. And it's actually sunny today, so I think that we definitely should go to St Ives. I'm gonna message Alex and my family today to see if that's actually happening, though it may be hell, because it may be very, very busy because it's Easter bank holiday weekend, and that may mean that everyone is in St Ives. I didn't actually film. We had wild garlic pesto linguine last night, and I posted it on my stories. I'll post the photo. That I feel like that meal may be like a last meal on earth for me meal. Something about it, it's so simple and so refreshing and delicious. I suppose it is that tied with like Thai food, like a Thai spread from Thailand, not in the UK, but like when we were in Thailand and you go to a restaurant and you order different curries and soups and spring rolls. I think that that would be up there as well, but oh my gosh, it was so delicious. And we've got leftover pesto, so we could have it again for dinner tonight, though I actually think we're having fajitas tonight. We could have it again for dinner on Saturday. I'm so happy it's sunny. I need to get my sunglasses in the car because it's actually sunny enough to wear sunglasses now. But I'll show you my nails when they're done. I'm excited, they're a bit long. New nails are done. Now we're gonna have a debate about this, because my lovely nail technician Steph, she had this on her nails, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so pretty, I would like that. And she said, this is kind of like a red, but it's also kind of a coral. And I was like, no, that's just red. And she's like, no, it's actually coral. And I was like, I don't think so, I think it's red. And I know I was laughing about it, and we were laughing about the different colours people see. And then as soon as I came outside, I was like, actually no, it is kind of coral. So what colour would you call this? That's not, I feel like it's difficult even for you because it's on camera. So come on, camera, focus. I'm using the G7X and it does struggle to focus. Would you say that this is red, like a classic kind of red colour, or coral? Obviously a normal classic red is the kind of bluey undertoned red, the sort of slightly darker one. But I think this is a classic bright red. But I see what she means now. I'm looking at it more in daylight. But how satisfying is the shape of my nails? I feel like she is so good at shaping nails. How do I show you? Look at the shape of them. They just look fake. She's just amazing. The only issue is my middle finger. I'm not going to put my middle finger up to you, but I clipped it slightly. Not clipped it, but I don't know what I did, but it's the odd one out. But I'm loving the length. New nails just make you feel like a new person, don't they? I got also some goodies from the coffee hut. I got 2 slices of lemon cake and 2 cinnamon buns for me and Al, so we can have those this afternoon. I think I mentioned in my previous vlog that I wanted to make a cake. Never happened, so I've bought one instead, and I'm very much looking forward to that later on. So I'm gonna get back home and probably have a cup of tea and a slice of cake. It's Saturday morning, and I've been a bad vlogger because I keep on vlogging in the morning and then stopping for the rest of the day. And I also keep vlogging in the car. You're bouncing around a lot. I keep vlogging in the car, but it's practical. I wasn't actually intending to vlog at all right now, but I thought, why not, because I'm out. I don't know if this is going to be a new vlog. Is it a new vlog? I don't know. We never know, because I can end up talking so much that these vlogs become very long and I need to split them in half. But it's bank holiday weekend, it's Saturday. I have been organising all morning. I've been organising all morning because obviously when we moved a lot of our stuff out of the office, I think I showed you the background of our home, our kitchen, the other day, that when we moved a lot of our stuff out of the office, we realised there was loads of things that needed to be sold and donated and, you know, sorted out basically. So just in the interest of getting stuff done, we put it all in the kitchen and focused on just making our kind of like areas all tidy in terms of like the work we needed to get done, and it's been put off. So I only had the time today to do it. So it's challenging filming when I'm going up and down hilly country roads. I need to get an actual prop or a little holder for my camera, that would be much better. But yeah, basically the long and short of it is I haven't had the time to do it until this weekend because I've been trying to, you know, film vlogs and work and editing, that kind of stuff, so these things get put off. But this morning was a really good opportunity to get that done. And I'm now going out, I'm going to the charity shop. I need to nip into M&S. You are still bouncing around, just give me 1 second until I'm up this hill. Just like going out, doing some errands, doing some bits and bobs, and why not take you along with me. Okay, I'm getting shy about vlogging, but I did just get some really good things in M&S. A nice cushion, napkins, that kind of stuff. Now I'm gonna go into Boots to get some moisturiser and then M&S to get some bits for tomorrow's roast. Good morning, happy Easter. Of course, Roxy heard me and immediately she has to come over and accompany me when I chat to you on this, because there's a window seat here. I'm worried my makeup is too pale, so I've put on the new Hourglass makeup that I was sent, but I do think the colours are just that little bit too pale, which is phenomenal for me because that has never happened in my life. I'm always the palest colour, except when I went to Lisa Eldridge and I found out I was 7. There were 6 shades lighter than me. How? I don't know. And this Hourglass shade I think was the palest, and I think it's, do you see what I mean? It's a little bit too pale, but I have literally just put it on. I do find sometimes when you just put concealer on, it needs to settle. But it's Easter Sunday. The table is laid, kind of, with our Easter eggs. And I'm gonna make a roast. Bit frustrated with myself because I kind of forgot that it was, we lost an hour. So it's 10, and in my mind it was 9. So I woke up, walked to Roxy and was kind of like getting myself ready, doing my makeup, and then I was like, oh wait, it's actually 10 o'clock now. So I've only got 3 hours, and I always seem to do this whenever I invite people around. I end up in a rush and I just don't enjoy that. So I might message my mum and, well, I might message her and say like, can we make it 2 o'clock? Because, well, I'll see. It might not take that long, but it's just, I don't do roasts very often because it's just me and Alex. We don't eat meat. And so making a roast just for the 2 of us often doesn't feel useful. But I do want to change that because obviously when Christmas comes around, it would be nice to be more practiced. So I thought I'd do an Easter roast today. We've got some bits from M&S that I got yesterday. And I was going to do a Wellington, but I was just like, I just don't. I don't have the capacity right now to think about doing that too. So I'm going to roast carrots and parsnips, potatoes, make a Swede mash, and then if I have time, we have a cauliflower, and I might try vegan cauliflower cheese, but that may not happen. So I'm just going to stick with the main things. I'm going to prep everything now, like chop everything and peel everything and get it all kind of prepped and ready, and then see where I'm at. But it's Easter and I've got my Meadows dress on. This is very Easter. I've been waiting to wear this because it's got like, almost like, they're not wisteria, but lots of different butterflies and spring flowers. And yesterday I got this from M&S, which is reversible. Don't walk but run, is that what they say? Which I find really cringe because it's so overused. But if I'm going to influence one thing, it's this. This is gorgeous and it matches my outfit. Like, can you see that my interiors are like my clothes? I was thinking that the other day, I was like, I need to make my clothes more like my interiors because I need more fun, pretty dresses. I do have a lovely scrunchie from Meadows. This one, I'm not sure where this is from. It's kind of like a gingham one, but I have a gorgeous scrunchie from Meadows that's huge, and it kind of would match this dress, and I don't know where it is, but I'm sure is it in my bag? I literally wore it the other day, but knowing me, I've just probably taken it off and thrown it somewhere. Who knows? If I find it, I'll change it. But yeah, I really want to go back and get another one of these. I literally gasped when I saw it because I couldn't believe that M&S had one. And I've changed the pillows here. I've changed them to blue pillows, which I think looks really cute. And then you can change up the vibe whenever you fancy. And then the table, this is also an M&S runner. This I got last year, but I think they're still selling it. It's got daisies on it. I kind of need to steam it because it's not very pretty right now. And then I also got the matching napkins. This is my mum's little bits that she left. But yeah, I think they still sell these in M&S. I don't know where these are from, but this is the Easter egg that I got months ago, because I think I had this idea that Easter was actually quite soon, when it really wasn't. And I had a feeling that they would run out or they would sell out. So I just bought them, I think in like January or February. So these are in our cupboard and I'm so impressed we've not eaten them. So this will be our Easter egg of choice. And I also got some hot cross buns from M&S. I didn't make any. I do have a recipe, but I didn't make any, but that's okay. We're gonna have those for breakfast. I'm gonna start prepping the veg first, so I've got something done, and I'll just film what I do, and maybe I'll do a voiceover explaining what I'm doing because I need to concentrate. But yeah, I need to go get a different memory card too, because I think this one is running out, and we'll get prepping for our Easter Sunday. So we've got our veg box from Herland Roots. If you're in West Cornwall, then definitely check them out. They're a Cornish market garden, and they do food box delivery, and it's all done like no dig, and it's a friend of ours, and it's great. So we've got a huge box with cauliflower, cabbage, swede, onion, potatoes, carrots, parsnips. So I'm just gonna get everything out and prep it. So for my vegan Easter roast, I prepped my potatoes, my veg first. I peeled all the potatoes. This takes forever, but makes it so much fluffier when you make roast potatoes. Chopped them into quite large chunks. If you want to pre-prep your veg, then all you have to do is put them in a pot with water so that they don't go brown or get soggy or old. You can do this for Christmas or any roast the day before. Pop them in water and they'll keep, so you can do your prep ahead of the actual day. This is a really helpful tip that my mum taught me. I peeled all of my carrots. You actually don't need to peel carrots or parsnips. You can just give them a big scrub, especially if you're buying organic, which these ones technically were. And I was actually a little bit sick watching this, how much carrot I'm cutting off. I think I was tired. Don't cut this much carrot off each end, but chop it up into chunks. And you can do the same with the carrots and the parsnips, just put them in some water to keep them fresh. I like to sort of do an angled chop to carrots because I don't love the kind of just sliced carrots. I then peeled my parsnips and thankfully didn't chop quite as much off the ends of these. Chop them in half and then into little sticks. This is how I like parsnips the best. I love parsnips. They're definitely way tastier than carrots to me. They're just so delicious. And then I prepped my cauliflower cheese. I found a recipe online for vegan cauliflower cheese and I sort of roughly followed it. I actually had to double the recipe because I found it wasn't enough sauce. So it's just a large or normal sized head of cauliflower, which I've just made into florets. Put this aside and then you'll see in a second I'll make the sauce. And now my vegetables are prepped, I'm going to make my cabbage. So I started off with an onion and then just used half the cabbage, took out the centre and then sliced it thinly. This is very similar to the kind of cabbage I make at Christmas, except with a red cabbage. This was a white cabbage. I added some garlic in with the onions, and then when they were softened, I added in the cabbage and just let that simmer down and become a lot more wilted. Then added some water, I think it was around a cup, some apple cider vinegar, sugar, salt, and stirred everything through, and then added in some fennel seeds and pepper. I think the recipe I was looking at didn't have fennel seeds. I had a different kind of seed, I've forgotten. And then I added in an apple. This apple, because it was a red apple, it did make it go a funny colour. Here's my hot cross buns that I had from M&S. Now I'm on to making the cashew sauce for the cauliflower cheese. This was really simple. It was cashews, milk, I think I used oat milk, nutritional yeast, mustard, salt and pepper. Very similar to my 10-minute mac and cheese recipe. Really basic. So we've got our cashew cheese sauce, which I followed a recipe for, but I have doubled it because it was a very small amount. We've got our cauliflower, but maybe my cauliflower's big. Cabbage is going, got everything prepped over here. And these are the things that we're having with it from M&S. 2 no beef steak pies and a nut roast. I didn't capture it on video, but I peeled and chopped the swede. And then I went outside and picked some lovely flowers from the garden. This was very wholesome and cute, and it turned out very beautifully on the table. So I just ran outside and picked some daisies from the lawn, some muscari and snowdrops, and the last lots of these daffodils. Obviously they're not looking great because they're on the last legs, but that's a really cute little Easter spread. So just when you're out and about, just forage for things like this because they're everywhere, the snowdrops. You'll have daisies on your lawn probably, and I always feel sad when you mow the lawn and you have to get rid of all the daisies. So just go and pick loads, and you can put them in little glasses, like little vases. And then snowdrops are everywhere too. Daffodils, just forage them on public footpaths or public places, not private land, and only take like one. I mean these were in my garden, but just for the sake of the plant still remaining pretty, I just took one flower per plant so that it doesn't look any different. And yeah, I'd recommend doing that if you do forage them, because then you're not taking too much. But that's a nice thing to do, and you can do that throughout spring and summer because there'll be loads of wildflowers along the hedgerows in the coming months, and nice little Easter spread. We haven't got to eat our chocolates yet, we'll do that later. So we have our table set up. Got the flowers from the garden, got my lovely Marks and Spencer table linen. I don't know where this is from. These are garden trading. These are M&S as well actually. And then these are just vintage candles, and everything else, all these other little bits, the jars and stuff are also just antique. So the knives and forks, got a bottle of wine ready to go. My food is out, so we've got our pies and our nut roast. Potatoes are parboiling, cabbage is ready, Swedes are ready to go, all of this is ready to go. And the sun is shining. It was raining a second ago, but it's nice and sunny, which is lovely. And this is so cute. Do you know what I've just realised when I was doing this, how much I enjoy doing a table setting like this, and how I need to do it more because it really brings me a lot of happiness. And yeah, I was thinking I really ought to do this more just for fun. And do them seasonally because it's really, really cute and really, really fun. And I did mention about wanting to make my own cut flower garden as well as vegetable growing, so maybe I could plant some flowers in some of the beds to take up some space, and that would bring me some happiness because look how lovely. So now I'm no longer distracted because I should have carried on cooking, but I got distracted in the garden. We are back to making our potatoes. So I preheated some oil in the oven. I used just vegetable oil, and then I parboiled my potatoes for about 10-15 minutes. Drained them, shook them up so they get kind of fluffy, and then you let them steam for a bit and then put them in the oil once it's heated. I seasoned them and then roasted in the oven for probably like 45 minutes, turning midway like every 15 minutes. I poured on my cashew sauce to my cauliflower, and this smelled so yummy. This was one of my favourite parts of the meal, and topped it with some breadcrumbs. I always keep breadcrumbs in the freezer. I had my Swede on the hob boiling. I drained that and mashed it all together, and then everything was ready to serve. I kind of stopped filming at this point, but I had put the M&S pies and nut roast in the oven, served it up with all my veg. I didn't film the carrots and the parsnips going in the oven, but they went in the oven for around half an hour. I think the parsnips for a little bit less. I think the carrots for about half an hour, maybe the parsnips a little bit less, and just served everything together, and we enjoyed it with some gravy, just cupboard gravy, nothing fresh. I should have made fresh gravy, but you know, sometimes having pre-made stuff means that you can actually enjoy a roast rather than making it a huge big thing, which is a bonus for me. And this was seriously delicious, and that was the end of my filming because I had one too many glasses of wine and fell asleep on the sofa after eating some Easter eggs. Happy Easter, everyone!